Hi everyone, it's Emily, and for today's video I have a very special collaboration with NISA America. They sent over a copy of the Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie Collector's Edition for me to unbox and review for you. Trails into Reverie is one of my most highly anticipated releases of the year, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes and tie in both the crossbow duology, which I finished not too long ago, with the Cold Steel arc, and kind of just seeing how it all comes together. So for those who are unfamiliar with the series, I do not recommend starting with Trails into Reverie. I get asked quite often where to start in the Trails series, and if possible, it's best to maybe go chronologically, starting with Trails in the Sky. But I know that there's plenty of hardware limitations. Not everyone has access to those games that are stuck on PC or some older hardware. So a good alternative to that is to start with Trails from Zero, which was officially localized last year by NISA America. Trails into Reverie is one of the, I would say, hallmarks of the Trails series, in that it just brings everything together from all the different arcs. And so you get to really experience the story from a different perspective, and with a lot of cool new features and mini games that should be a lot of fun. So I'm going to unbox this. I already broke open the seal so I could just open it. NISA America typically packs all of their collector's editions in a cardboard box like this with this green bubble wrap. I haven't had any issues with them in the past. I have a friend who's had some crushed packages, but I think that was more due to USPS than NISA America's packaging, in my opinion. But here it is. And so you see here, I got this for the PS5. So you can play this on the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, as well as the PS5. I went with the PS5 because I want everything in just beautiful HD graphics. And the PS4 version is also different in that it offers some VR capabilities, which is more on the fan servicey side. So for those who are interested in those features, that's probably the one to go with. But I'm glad I went with the PS5 version, especially having just purchased the PS5 basically to play this game. Is why I finally bit the bullet. So the artwork on this box, I would say, is gorgeous. I love all the featured artwork, and they added some metallic foiling, which I think just really makes everything pop. I think NIS America has done a great job with the box art on these exterior boxes, and Reverie is no exception. So when you open it up, there's some nice purple inside with a cubic pattern and lots of goodies. First comes first is the game itself. So you get the deluxe edition, and so this is going to be the same as just buying the standard copy of the game, and it includes some extra little goodies inside. So it includes a digital soundtrack selection with looks like 5 tracks, as well as a mini art book. So I really do appreciate how NIS America still includes extras inside their games, unlike a lot of other publishers. And they do note inside that there may be some minor spoilers, so definitely proceed with caution if you want to look at this before playing the game. And I'll just show a couple photos from inside here. And the game also includes reversible cover art. And if I recall correctly, the artwork on the front side for the reversible jacket was the winner for NIS America's poll. So they typically like to make polls where the fans get to vote on which artwork gets to be the reversible cover. So I'm really glad that you get not only the one that won, but also the one that I think I picked initially. So you get 2 gorgeous pieces of art from Malcolm. And then also inside we have this lovely acrylic standee, which I'm really excited about, and I think it's gonna look really nice behind me on my shelf. It's getting quite full, especially because I have more figures coming in, but I'll make it work. And next we have this beautiful hardcover book, Legend of Nayuta. So this is basically a larger version of the art book that was provided in the standard edition. The first 60 pages are all the characters, and when you get to page 90, some additional illustrations. And again, they want to warn you that there are some spoilers in here, so I'll just share a couple pages. You'll see some similar artwork from the deluxe version and more. And we'll keep digging in here. We have a 3 and 9 A Trail's Tale. And so this is a translated short story that I haven't read yet. I just love the lore in the Trail series and just how well everything ties together. So I'm really excited to read this. And we have this beauty, steelbook with the same imagery that was on the reversible cover art, and inside we have the crossbell characters in that beautiful art too. So I'm gonna have this displayed next to my other Falcom steelbooks, and I just love these steelbooks so much. And luckily they also write the title of the games on the spine, so if you want to display it on your shelf that way, easy to differentiate all of your different steelbooks and know this is the Reverie one. And last but not least is the soundtrack. So we get 5 more songs compared to the digital code that's provided inside the copy of the game. And Falcom just makes the best soundtracks, so I'm really excited to play this. I'll have snippets probably in the background music throughout the video. It is worth noting that the finalized product is actually much different from the concept art that was featured in the mock-up during the pre-order period. Now, there is a disclaimer saying that all art is subject to change. I was just surprised by how much of the artwork ended up changing. While I do really love the finalized product, I am a little disappointed by how many elements that they ended up reusing. For example, the art that was originally for the acrylic stand that they did keep was also used for the steelbook as well as the back of the collector's edition box. So I think a little bit more variety would have been a bit better for this collector's edition, but nevertheless, I'm still really pleased with how everything turned out. Just a slight disappointment that the original mock-up wasn't the finalized version. So this is a preview of my new shelf setup. And as you see here, it looks stunning. I think NAS America just hit it out of the ballpark with this outer box. I really like the acrylic stand, but unfortunately, I think I'm going to be running into a space issue very soon. So I might have to move things. So I have 2 separate trail shelves, or maybe just Falcom shelves in general. We'll have to see moving forward where I'm going to be able to fit all these things, because I have Crow's Kotobukiya statue right now on the way, and Renee's figure should be coming by the end of the month as well. And then there's B's figure, Emma's figure, and who knows who else is going to get a figure sometime soon. So I'll have to, I think, eventually accommodate and move the shelf into 2 shelves. But that's something to worry about another day. So there we have the unboxing for the collector's edition for Trails into Reverie. And as expected, I'm really pleased with how everything turned out. I really think that NIS America does provide a lot of bang for your buck, and they have a lot of high quality items inside their collector's editions, and it's all for a very, I think, reasonable price, especially when you compare them to what other publishers are doing nowadays with their collector's editions. So the only way to buy NIS collector's editions is directly from their website. And it would be remiss of me not to talk about the whole shipping fiasco that kind of went down for this Reverie release. NAS America unfortunately decided to switch over their servers to a new one right before Trails into Reverie was coming out. So there was a lot of miscommunication of making that switch over to the new server. It seems like there was a lot of errors that occurred as well, especially regarding payment options. So those who had prepaid for the item, which I know is not the majority of probably their user base, but there were a few I noticed on Twitter that were complaining that they had to buy the item again in order to get their shipping notification. Customer service is not the best at NAS America this past year. Earlier this year, I actually made a whole video ranting about NAS's customer service regarding the reprints of the Layer Princess and the Blind Prince. So what I was able to gauge on Twitter, it seemed like everyone received their collector's edition as well as the plushies and the jigsaw puzzle about 2 weeks late. So they weren't able to play on day 1, which is really unfortunate because of just how big this particular title is for the whole Trails fandom. And finally having an official localization for this, I would say, the peak of these story arcs. So unfortunately, I think a lot of people had to double dip and buy digital copies in order to play day 1, or they ran out to the store to buy an extra copy if their store happened to have some in stock, which is a whole nother issue I won't get into today. So I would say the whole shipping thing is rather unfortunate, and I hope everyone has received their copies by now, or have at least gotten in touch with customer service regarding double charges. But I guess let me know if you are still having an issue, and I'm just curious if they've been able to resolve all the issues that I've just seen scattered along the web. But with all that said, I hope moving forward that NAS America has learned from their lesson, and at least the moving over to a new server will help prompt them to be a bit more responsive regarding orders and having everything a bit more timely. And with the new Trails game coming out this fall, Boundless Trails, hopefully there won't be any issues regarding that collector's edition, but we'll have to wait and see. But regardless of all the shipping issues, I'm really happy to finally have this game in my hands so I could finally play it and kind of see what all the hype is that I've been seeing all around Twitter and elsewhere on the web regarding this title. So that's everything for this unboxing. I want to thank NISA America again for the opportunity to unbox this collector's edition for you guys. And I do want to say that I highly recommend NIS America's collector's editions for series or franchises you guys are into. Just be a little bit cautious about the time frame of when you might receive them, but I think they make really great products for a great value. And I'd love to hear how Trails into Reverie is going for some of you who may have started already, or if you're about to. Spoiler free, of course. Please, I've been avoiding spoilers left and right, and I think I've done a good job so far. But I just want to hear if it's been living up to your expectations or the hype, and how it's been going so far. And as I start Trails into Reverie, I'm not sure when I'll be able to share a review of it. Probably to save it for one of my quarterly reviews. I'm going to do one soon, so it might not be able to make that particular video, but definitely I think by the fall I'll be talking about this game in some capacity. So look forward to that, and for some more videos I have planned. But I have a lot of things in the works right now that I'm really excited to share with you all sometime soon. Particularly a lot of collaborations I've been working on, along with some other cool video ideas that I'm really looking forward to see how you guys respond to them. So look forward to all those things, and until my next video, bye guys.